This video chart presentation of Renegade Petroleum Limited. Renegade trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the ticker RPL. Looking at a true bottom play here. So you look at a 9-month chart, see a pretty substantial fall from up around 250 all the way right down near $1. That dollar mark is serving as a pretty strong support level, and the stock's had 2 green closes now on Tuesday and Wednesday to inch its way back up to $1.09. Again, it's staring down the 50-day moving average now, which is at $1.13. Bollinger Bands have tightened up. I think it's time to watch this stock and see if it's got a push to try and break through some resistance, which would, of course, move the stock back over top of the 50-day moving average and potentially signal that this is going to hold as a bottom and the chart might try an uptrend going forward. Now, I will say, ideally, this stock would have taken off right through here. There's a real nice uptrend in the MACD, finally trying to break through zero. That was a pretty important point for it, and the chart would have been in great shape if it would have made that move at that point, but realistically, what it ended up doing was supporting that strong resistance point up around $1.35 as the MACD slid back down. Now overall, still seeing an uptrend in the MACD. We'll once again be looking to see if it can break through zero and try and hold above it to show a much more bullish trend. See the slow stow, gauge of momentum, kind of puttering right there around 50, indicating a bit of a battle between the bulls and bears to gain control of momentum. But again, that should be somewhat expected. The stock's sitting right near a support level and kind of trending sideways for a few weeks now. The money flow index actually is a weaker signal. See the 14 registering about 34. Tells me over 14-day periods, people are actually paying lower prices for the stock. Ideally, you want to see the money flow index, as well as other indicators, on the upper half of the indicator as a much more bullish position. The RSI 14 has just now poked through 50, registering a 53. You can notice a slight uptrend to it. Again, not showing anything too strong in momentum, but rising through 50 is the point that we always want to see. Now with this chart, there's probably nothing more important than on a pullback, holding over top of that zero mark. It's a clearly defined area of support. You can see there's no other support in sight. If that falls, the $1 mark commonly serves as a psychological barrier, albeit like support in this case, or resistance if the stock was rising from underneath it. So that's a key level that must stay intact. On the flip side, as I just talked about, I'd look for some healthy resistance right up there around $1.35. Now again, from a percentage standpoint, that's nice gains from where it is right now. And probably even more importantly, if it does break through that, I'd start to look for an overall uptrend in the future, as seeing this chart is potentially making a very large rounded bottom. And I don't see a lot of resistance in play again until up here around $1.60 and some more around $1.80. But a primary area of resistance will be coming in play again up near $2. Now this has been a long, slow decline. If it does start to uptrend and breaks this resistance point, I'd suspect it's going to be a long, slow incline as well. I never try and jump ahead and think that this is going to go to $2 tomorrow if it can break this resistance point. But from a technical perspective, a break of that resistance point would have this chart looking very strong. In classic TA fashion, any pullbacks if that resistance is broken, I'd want to see it hold as support, let the stock make a higher low, and then rotate and try and continue the upward path. Volume's not too bad in this play at all. 662,000 shares traded on Wednesday. That was actually even a decrease over previous days, probably slightly below 3-month averages. So liquidity doesn't appear to be an issue with Renegade. Nice looking chart. Again, it's imperative that that bottom support stays intact. This is one we'll be keeping an eye on in the future to see how it performs. As always, it's merely my interpretation of the RPL chart. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer and disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.